place eating the bugs, and
There's a bug.
yeah, there's a bug.
That whole line up to it.
You know, caught a lot of swallows. And I caught one bat down there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
One street off.
One of the stranger things they were caught, I was fishing on Rock Creek, and I must have cast at just the exact, I mean, I couldn't do it again if I tried, the exact perfect moment, and these great big huge redhead ducks
Just the letter
were
Y.
whipping down the river, flying as fast as they could, and they were about 10 foot off the water, and they come around the corner. I didn't see them, it wasn't on purpose, it was, and I drilled that sucker and knocked it right out of the air. And I mean, but the hook got tangled up, and the line got tangled up in his wings. And I'll tell you, I mean, that was a sea, land, and air battle that I had going on there. He was not at all interested in coming in.
I see.
And, I mean, those redheads, they're pretty big.
Yeah.
It's on Rock Creek on the Phillipsburg side.
Yeah, so it would have been down from Phillipsburg. Down, but I mean, I went over there at that Sunshine Station, and I hopped over onto Rock Creek, and then you can follow that road, it goes all the way down, eventually links up with 90.
Yeah.
And I think it was probably about a third of the way down. But about once a year I'd go out there, and I mean, and I'd usually take a four-wheeler and just do that whole stretch river, and I had my favorite holes that I hit on the way down, something to do.
Yeah. Gotta have a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I might start fishing again when I retire. 10, 15 years.
That'll be a while yet, though, won't it?
Yeah, it'll be a while yet.
So pike, you say?
Yeah, there's some big ones. He knows how to do it, huh? Knows how to catch them.
Give that a try.
Oh, yeah, Reed should be coming.
Oh, and my new desk arrived yesterday, so I've been transferring everything over.
Oh, yeah.
And what do you all want me to do with that old desk? You guys have anywhere that you want it to go, or anybody who you think needs it?
About that, it's still a good desk.
I gotta be honest, it's kinda starting to fall apart.
Yeah.
It's designed for different kinds of computers, and so there isn't a whole lot of room underneath it. You don't really have room for monitors on it. The glass that makes up the top, it's got a whole bunch of breaks and chips around the edge, so as you're trying to walk by the damn thing, it's snagging you and, well, cutting you.
Besides that, what's wrong with it?
He's not selling it very well, is he?
And, well, and the other thing is it's for short people. I mean, I did not fit under this desk, was the primary problem. That's sitting in my chair, I mean, they're just,
Oh, yeah.
and I would suggest throwing it out, but I didn't wanna do that.
You can advertise it and for free, somebody can take it if they want.
Take it
They
out.
have done that before.
Okay. I didn't wanna do that without getting your permission first, since it's county property, but it needs to go away, and I'm not sure what to do with it.
We don't,
Set it out in the hallway. I guess
Set it outside and mark $10 and hope somebody will take it. If
I was
it's out for free,
thinking-
nobody will take it.
Put it on the front lawn of the courthouse with a note on it says free, good home.
Yeah,
Get rid of the damn thing.
if it's there long enough, we'll go out to the burn pile.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk with William about
Yeah.
making that go away.
what did she, I wonder what she wrote.
Don't look.
Or Mark, did you?
All about you.
Oh,
Okay.
no, that's Larry.
Larry's Downfall Road, I didn't read it all yet, but I will. Larry's always got a lot to say, he's a pretty intelligent guy, I'll tell you. He's got some health issues though, are gonna be the death of him.
Mm.
name ever been changed other than not?
Nobody gets out of this alive, that's for
Nobody.
sure.
Yeah, that's true. You never know when.
Yeah, five.
Well, no Nancy Cameron.
No, it's there. She didn't make the paper this week.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Or she probably threw me in the back page and reminded me. I'm not Angie, I'm not important.
Did you go and visit with them?
No, she's on vacation till
Hmm.
June 2nd or something like that. But I will go talk to the mayor. What the heck?
I like relationship, I like.
Well, I gotta run down to the bank.
Really?
Give me good money, bring some back.
Yeah, they got free.
Give me free money today, give some back. Bring some back.
Your relationship, me.
Yep, the self. And then just put records.
So everybody's asking about the school
Just
candidates, and
I'm trying to get my friend.
Yeah.
Angie Mosquito was to do interviews.
Okay, so you just put one.
She's so far gotten 2 of the
I
5.
wanted to go.
Really?
$8.
I think they'd be interested in that.
Yeah.
Serious.
She was going to put them as live interviews on the computer, but so far nothing, and people have been asking, and these poor ladies, what do you know, we don't know anything, what's going on, why isn't it in the paper?
Well, I voted for Casey,
Let's see, yeah.
because I know Casey.
Yeah.
Baby,
Nice,
he's a veteran and a nurse. He's very accomplished.
so did you find the county thing?
No,
I thought I saw it yesterday.
just one enough room. Need
Here it
another
is.
page. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Page,
To watch, MSSNCC.
Muscle shutdown.
Strike out around it. Trust your judgment.
no, that's a black eye, not having the voting in there.
No, I did not.
Yeah, what is that? Election closed.
Yeah, it's probably, oh, the Roundup Record will be posting in the next issue about the upcoming school board candidates.
Okay,
There's also information on the Facebook page, Muscle Show Media.
there you go.
That should be right there, but I'm not the publisher.
That's
Oh,
right.
great, awesome. Thank you so
Well,
much.
Still, I have an improvement over the last one.
I think so,
I do.
I think so.
It's just a lot more there.
Only day off.
Yeah. Here's your receipt. There.
She's
So we
taking
get
an
her
interest.
color
Thank you
coded?
very much.
No problem. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Hope you get through.
See ya.
Is that a new printer out there?
Yeah, it is a new printer. You're not hooked up, are you?
Nope.
Supposed to be, but you weren't here to do it, I'm hooked up.
Oh, of course.
So what do I care whether you can?
What's it take to hook it up? Somebody has to.
Buy, sell in your inbox.
Well, I haven't heard anything back from Carly or DIS, so I assume we will. I'm not sure that one or both of them want to come see us.
Okay, This is for our IT.
So we'll see.
Yeah. So did you see that we got our first water bill?
Yeah, I see you
So I
mentioned.
was just on the phone with Matt Smith, so Bob Church called me and
Yeah.
they've already talked to Lon, and conceptually, he agreed that he would let us go with the 3-inch
Yeah.
loop. But we gotta show him that that's what our usage is, so Matt's gonna put something together, and then he's gonna talk to Bob Church,
Yeah.
and then it's probably best I don't talk to Lon, I'll let them
Yeah, that'll deep six the whole thing.
handle it. Be done before I even open a word. No. No,
If we can lower it at all, we better do it, because that's a lot.
well, and like he said, it was sized for peak load, not for average consumption, and they both thought it was fair to reduce it. But Brewer's gonna be faced with the same damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was curious what he's gonna charge people for water,
Yeah,
cause that's a lot.
yeah, every month. And that's 12 months a year.
That's 12 grand, 13 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have the water available, then if whatever you use, you pay on top of that.
That's right.
So, yeah, that's kind of a shocker. Everybody wanted this water, but I really think they're pushing, I call it, they're pushing the high end of fair value.
Yeah.
I used to say that when I negotiated change orders. I said, this is on the high end of fair value.
Well, one way to look at it is it was all government money. That water authority really didn't pay much for it. But they're setting it up as a business where they're gonna get money for it. Of course, there's maintenance, I realize. But they're getting $2,000 for every meter to start with. Then so much for the size of your service line.
Yeah,
And then the amount of water that runs through that meter. But water's awful important.
yes, sir. You never miss the water till the well runs dry.
That's right.
The day that you discover you're in short supply.
Speaking of water, how'd your well come out, Cheryl?
They said the pump was fine, I don't know, they said something about the water table going up and down. I don't get it, I don't understand, they put a filter on it. Don't know.
So it must mean the murkiness is because of the water table, but they
That's
didn't
what-
tell you,
Well, that sounds like you're pumping the well dry.
yeah.
Don't say that.
I know.
But it sounds like if they didn't tell you you needed to go
Exactly what
deeper,
happened to me, I mean.
they're saying it's
as soon as it starts
dependent on.
getting dirty
They
and
say the water
and then
table's
it
going up and
spurts
down.
because it's running out of water down there.
No.
You tell those kids not to take showers, take them at school.
Yeah, take them to school. Their kids, I have 5 kids living at home, they're draining my water well dry.
Yeah.
No, but that's what they said, and they put a filter on and it's been working since.
Oh, well,
It's not cloudy anymore and it's not spitting,
yeah.
so,
Well,
I don't know.
I'd say that's what it is.
Yeah.
And if they, probably get by most of the time, it's when they all decide to take a shower the same day or something.
Yeah, they all just had to take
Like
showers.
me, I tried watering my lawn. You leave it on the lawn for 4 or 5 hours, suddenly you're pumping dirt
Oh, yeah,
and it spurts
yeah,
because it's out of water.
yeah. So I don't know, they said something about the water table. I
Yeah.
don't get it, but
Yeah.
it's working.
Just tell them, another 200 feet deeper.
You pay for it and then I'll let them dig it deeper.
And the thing is, they can't drill in the same well, they have to
They
start
had to
at
do
the
a whole
surface.
new one?
Yeah,
Ah. You're just causing all kinds of problems there, aren't ya?
yeah, trying to help out.
Yeah, thanks.
You know, I heard these things about Vidic, but they came out, took care of me same day. They were really reasonable,
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Coming
with it.
around then, huh?
There's another guy called Silverthorne,
Yeah.
so there's more than one option, I guess. He's in
Yeah.
Viga.
Yeah, he drilled a well for my cousin's son up there. He put in a new house. And he's just
Just
half a mile from me, but it was 330 feet deep. And mine's 520. And he gets more water. I thought, well, crap.
That's God. That's God. Saying he's a better person.
I guess so.
At least in God's eyes.
Is your area of the Musselshell River 330 feet deep?
Approximately, I'd say.
So you looked at that buy sell, you were happy with it, right, Ben?
Yeah,
Did you buy it?
no,
I signed it, I just signed it, DocuSign. Made me feel powerful.
Say, there's another thing
Did
here.
you see the fine print where it's $0,000?
What?
You guaranteed to earn this money,
Okay, well,
no problem.
it won't be an issue.
I have a DocuSign. It's for, it should have, the way I look at it, it should have been done in October of last year.
Really?
I get it here. And it's for the payment on the work down at the fairgrounds.
Really? It was a contract?
Oh, that's for us to be reimbursed for our grant?
Yeah,
Ooh,
Really?
wonder what the interest on that is.
Or if it isn't even available?
The time value of money.
You just happened to see it?
I think I
No.
signed that, Mike.
the damn thing came.
I
and
think you might have
I
signed
had
it.
to read that thing over, cause I says, what the hell, I should not be having to sign this. Then I opened the document and it's talking about what we had agreed to do way back in October. I says, well, I should have signed this in October.
I think he sent it to me and I signed it.
Let me look here.
Well, maybe, yeah.
Or maybe you signed it, we'll see. We'll see if we need to get it signed, we'll get it signed.
Now you can't find it.
I just had it. This is what happens, you get too damn many emails and so you can't.
Mm-hmm. Getting emails on. Indeed.
Yeah. I wonder if I can print this bigger.
Round Beach meeting on May 28th. Odd thing is that Allison Martin now, she's the Musselshell Watersheds Coalition. She must be with the Roundup Reach also. I didn't know that. I got it down in my, I'll probably forget it. Oh, there it is. DIS is circling back and tries to schedule a site visit so we can quote IT services, see? He wants to schedule a site visit.
It's from Helena, it's automated, I get it.
Any day but Friday.
What's this?
DIS. It's Keith Placider.
Well, what we got going on next week? Mondays are probably not a bad.
Yeah.
We have the road department on Monday.
Do we?
Yes.
What we do after the road department? Well, say late morning or early afternoon, I guess. I'll leave it up to him, I'll answer him.
Well, I'm gonna meet up with Brady
Monday?
Monday afternoon,
Okay.
and we're going to verify the ownership of the coal.
Good.
Is that Brady with Northern?
Hmm?
Is that Brady with Northern?
Yeah. I asked him to call you
Okay.
because they didn't want to send out, they've had some responses to that card that they sent out. If they're gonna send out another survey, they're actually gonna put it in the newspaper.
Okay,
And they were talking about modifying it a little bit so it'll be a little more friendly. But they were gonna put some facts in there, and they asked about how much money the county would be giving up. if
Okay.
the-
I can
And
give
I
him
says,
that
you
range.
better talk to Robert, because he's the one who came up with those figures. I don't know, yeah, you talk.
You know, and it's a range based, just so you know, the logic with my numbers was, I got the tonnage of how much coal was in the lease from the Office of Surface Mining Reclamation and Performance. Then I took the high number from what we've received over the past 13 years from coal gross proceeds cost per ton, the low number, and then I did a average. So I reported it in a range, but I also estimated the usage based on the value we've gotten in federal mineral royalties based on a range of cost per ton. So it's got wiggle room in it, and that's actually what Mark Haggerty's group is gonna validate. So depending on how urgent they have it.
So that's why I suggested that they contact you, because I didn't put it together, and then number two is that I says, you need to get his permission to use those figures,
Yeah.
if you'll allow it, so.
Yeah, I think, well, let's talk about that a little bit. I did spend I spent about an hour on the phone with Tyler Flagg with the Department of Revenue, and he said, I cannot give you that information, but I can tell you that you're approaching it absolutely correctly. But they can't share how much money the mine, how many tons of coal the mine has mined. You can't share that.
Yeah.
It's odd.
Why not?
Yeah,
Why is it public information?
it should be, that's what I thought. All right, well, yeah, I'll talk to him.
Do you want me to give you his number?
Yeah, and you know what?
Because I think you should call him, because
Yeah.
he's today even.
What I will do, okay, so what's his number, Brady?
It is 869, excuse me. 869-1919,
Okay.
area code 406, of course.
What's his last name again?
McGinley.
Is he related to?
He is from Vermont.
Well, you know, I saw that was from Northern Plains, I didn't think it hurt us, Mike, but they're pretty strongly worded.
That's what that was my point, yeah.
But I do think it needs to wake the people up, but I hope it's just not ignored because of who it's coming from, you know?
Well, and I read the comments of people who responded to that, and they have no idea what they're talking about.
Is it all?
Really should be, there should be, we honestly, at some point, are gonna have to be a little more vocal about what the situation is.
Well, see, and
They
that's,
are completely backwards, and some of them are good people, you just don't understand.
well, and you know, we talked about going on the radio, and also this thing we have with Headwaters will help us, sort of an independent look, looking at it independently. And, it's just a matter of how much time we got, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. There he is.
Hello.
All right,
How are you guys?
doing good, how you
Good
doing?
in yourself.
Alright.
I didn't get my credits.
You didn't go?
You mean I had to go?
Yeah, he's a commissioner for.
I usually
God's
just drop in at the last minute and sign it.
sake. Shouldn't he get special treatment?
Well, my overseers were kind of there, so.
Are you sick?
No, I'm not sick. No.
Oh, are you sick still?
I've been sick the last couple days, but.
But she's trying to spread it around.
Yeah.
Well-
Bless your heart.
Thank you so much, Reed.
You can only sit at home for so long before it's not really good for you anymore, so.
And I just
Yeah,
told
you need to
everyone
get
this
out.
morning that there was nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
You need to get out when you're
There's a
most
lot wrong with
contagious.
me, but still got stuff to do.
When do they say you're contagious? When you're getting it and when you're getting over it, right?
Pretty much when you're getting it in a couple days when you're sick. When you're first, before you know you're sick and then when you're first sick, that's when
I'm
you're
past
contagious.
second stages,
Yeah.
contagious period.
We'll take your word.
You can move back over.
Yeah.
You don't have measles, do you?
No, I got an email from MSU about measles the other day, though.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What's going on?
That's all these people who aren't vaccinating their kids.
Well, it gives you autism.
Measles, no, the vaccine does.
Yeah.
Well, that's,
Aluminum crossing the blood-brain barrier.
Well, don't they have some different kind of thing now?
Well, now they're using the mRNA vaccines where they,
now it's mercury. No, just kidding.
or maybe it's mercury.
Well, it's one of these things, I found out they put this really awful stuff in these vaccines just deliberately to shock your immune system, to wake them up,
Yeah, you
and
have
start
so,
fighting it.
Yeah, it's what triggers
Your
a more
immune system.
vigorous immune response, and then your immune system reads like the dead virus or the live virus, whatever it is what your immune system is reading off of. But if you just put like a little bit of dead virus in your body, like your general immune system, so your passive immune system will just take care of it pretty easy. But once you get an active immune
I
system
figured a
response,
shot at Everclear
Right.
do the same
so
thing.
then that's why it gives that carrier that causes more of a problem than your like T cells. They get going and they create an active immune response, and then that's when you actually have immunity.
Science project for the day.
Yeah.
Science lesson.
I don't know if you know this, I am something of a scientist, according to
You don't wanna brag or anything.
According to who?
to my degree.
I am to a certain extent,
Well, the
so.
body's a wonderful thing if you let it
Yeah.
take care
But
of
my
itself.
question, okay, you said that it causes autism. Now, I'm sure that I had the measles mumps and, you know, all that stuff,
Well,
vaccination.
All them kids did.
Yeah, they all did, and it didn't seem to, the autism, I never even heard of
I know, but you,
autism.
No,
now
they-
kids are
Are
getting
you
70.
familiar with the term like the dose makes the poison?
No,
Or like what an LD50 is?
no.
So, like lethal dose 50, like caffeine's lethal LD50 is like 700 milligrams. And that's for a 160 pound person. If they take 700 milligrams of caffeine at one time, 50% of them will die. So,
The other 50% are stronger.